It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Pheonix Suns in this one as they go up against the Clippers in Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Guys, let's talk about DeAndre Jordan. Decided to stay with the Clippers last season. That was interesting. Put up good numbers, but can he live up to his contract the way he's playing right now, Shaq?
DeAndre does a lot of great things on the floor, but it's hard to call him a complete player. If he isn't dunking, it's very hard to get him involved and not really ideal as a third option.
You were a dunker, but you were involved, which is kind of different, very difficult. But I think the most underrated thing that people have on you, Shaq, you know what it is? Your jump hook. Your jump hook was prolific. But DeAndre's free throw shooting is what holds him back in the fourth quarter. Because he's not dominating like a Shaq, you can't keep him in the game in the fourth quarter.
You know what I think would be fun at All-Star Weekend is maybe a free throw shooting contest between Shaq, DeAndre Jordan, and Andre Drummond.
Wow.
Wouldn't that draw a crowd?
Shaq.
No, because I hit him when I need to hit him.
Well, would you need to hit him in a contest like that?
It depends on the crowd, Ernie.
That's a wrap. We take you courtside. Thanks for watching.
Shut.
See you flexing with little
This
baby arms.
weightlifting is paying off, man. Check me out.
You got a lot of work to do.
Look, I'm gonna catch up with you soon, though. Just need a couple magazine covers and I'm good.
You're delusional. You look like a string bean, man.
Look, man, I need to talk to Xavier. All I need to do is a few more curls, and I have those movie star arms.
It's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah, but I can do the work.
You ready to put it in?
Yeah,
All right.
you know me. I'm gonna catch up to you. Just be ready when it happens.
Okay, you see those. This ain't happening overnight, baby.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. The Clippers hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Any win is important, especially when it's against a team in your conference. You know they want to win this one badly.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Guys, Doc Rivers has the dual role of coach and GM with the Clippers. But if you ask him, it's much the same as his role before. He said there really is no actual difference in the 2 roles, except when you do disagree. The only difference now is if I really disagree, I get my way. Kevin?
Thanks, DA, and it's probably easier to straddle those roles when the mandate is win now. That's a coach's mentality anyway. Well, the game's starting to add up as we get in the thick of the season. Just how do players, Steve, keep their mental edge during the middle part of a long, long season?
You got to know it's a grind. You got to prepare physically and mentally. I think also having teammates to help you. You got to spend a lot of time with each other, work out together, and just get through it. Look at what the prize is, trying to win a championship.
You just answered my next question about getting some help from the team and from your teammates. I'm sure the team is locked in on this too.
Yeah, and there are some days the coach has got to have a great balance. You need some days off, a couple days off just to get away from the game to get recharged.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Prez, he's in at power forward. Booker out there with Young. Then there's Bender, and it's Warren in at the small forward. Johnson, a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Redick inside the line. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
Booker outside. Now here's Prez. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
And that one, good.
Come on, Prez is very difficult to guard, especially when he's pulling up on a dime like that.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's Reddick on the wing. Jordan with a screen on Booker. Here's Reddick. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
And Booker kicks to Prez. Back to Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
Paul kicks to Reddick. Here's Griffin. And it's Pheonix with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basket.
It sure seemed like everybody on the team was in the zone. It'll be interesting to see if they are able to keep up that sweet shooting stroke. No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Prez passes to Bender. The kick out to Young. Prez with the screen for Young. Off. Nice ball movement by Pheonix. No good from Booker. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Left side, Griffin. From the wing. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Griffin's got his first basket.
The mid-range jumper has become a routine part of Blake Griffin's game.
And Young kicks to Warren. On the wing, Booker. Passes to Prez. Back to Booker. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And just watching Devin Booker out there, he looks so complete. Shooting guard already. You can see why this team, this Pheonix team, is so excited about his prospects going forward.
Yeah, I mean, and Booker is just a complete package, and with a lot of room to grow his game. I mean, a great shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc, and he's shown that he can be creative in finding ways to put points on the board.
Prez with the bucket.
And that's how you shoot it from mid-range. Prez just nailing the shot with ease.
Paul dishes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
When he's coming with a head of steam towards the rim like that, you just have to get out of the way.
Here's he had 13 points in the win against Utah. Booker outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team...
Come on, let's go. Right now, everything hinges on stopping Griffin. We shut him down, and we shut this team down. He cannot continue to cut inside so freely. Let's gap him and invite the outside shot. He does not shoot it well enough to beat us from long range. It starts right now, fellas. Let's go.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Suns. Knight comes in for Booker. Suns trail by 4. And with Wesley Johnson, the fact that he's been able to add a 3-pointer to his skill set is huge, Steve. Helps him contribute no matter what the pace may be.
Yeah, because he's a slasher, a guy who can run the floor and finish in transition. But on half-court sets, he has struggled. But being able to add that 3-ball gives him an option to be able to stay on the floor offensively.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Spates checked in for Jordan. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Young. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Expanding his range. That one's not going to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win the championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Now Knight, after Wesley Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Prez with the screen for Dudley. He kicks it to Prez. To the inside. Bender the pass to Prez. And he misses the go-ahead basket. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rivers. At 3 off the mark. Suns trailing. Knight picks to Young. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. It's Young on the wing. Bender dishes to Prez. Inside. Space with the block. And he gets it back. Bender, no good.
Okay, that lay-in. He's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
That one goes. Count it. Crawford's got his first points of the night.
You're letting Crawford go with the floater. Such a tough shot to guard if you're the defense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And something that has plagued the Clippers even. Suns trail by 3 on Phoenix. Looking who they've got on the floor. Prez in at the 4 spot. Young is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's DJ Warren, and it's Len in at the 5.
And just great distribution there. Prez, a genius at working the ball to the open teammate.
It's now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Jazz was all business. He scored 20 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. His dominating performance gave the team exactly what it needed to end the losing streak. And I'm sure he'll be looking to lead him again tonight, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard, charging effort.
The way he's been playing, I'm not shocked if he can deliver another game just like this. That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
Booker the pass to Prez. Back to Booker. It's Young on the wing. And there's the pass to Prez. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
Jordan kicks to Paul. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Suns.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
And Young kicks to Booker. Over in the corner, Warren. There's the dish to Prez. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Griffin. Outside, Redick. To the middle. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Some people have vision. Chris Paul has special vision on those passes.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Booker dishes to Prez. And it's blocked by Jordan. Len. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance. How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
A nice shot by Booker.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Here's Paul. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Jordan the screen. There's Crawford with the three. Booker pulls it in. The Suns leading. Prez with the ball. And Crawford. Whoa!
Good.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
DeAndre is a remarkable athlete who really can get up to the hoop so quickly. When he makes up his mind, he's going straight to the hoop. Just get out of the way.
Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Andre Jordan, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, the screen roll, such a fundamental play in NBA offenses. Who are the best roll men, do you think, in the NBA?
DeAndre Jordan does a nice job. Tristan Thompson. Anthony Davis is a guy who can screen and roll and gets out of it pretty quick. Blake Griffin does a nice job. So a lot of different bigs being able to set to pick, and it's huge. You can't lumber. You got to set to pick, pivot, and roll quickly.
Valanciunas up in Toronto does that well, too, when healthy.
Does. When healthy. The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
So the wing on the left. Here's Paul. Yep, that one goes. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
You have to respect Chris Paul's ability to bury shots inside. He is so tricky with how he finds angles and ways to get shots over the defense.
It's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
Well, he has to be able to use angles. He has to be a great finisher in tight spots. Love it, love it. Blake Griffin's teammates have to say, wow.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. We cannot just stand around and watch Griffin impose his will on this game. We just talked about this. He cannot continue to cut inside so freely. Let's gap him and invite the outside shot. He does not shoot it well enough to beat us from long range. No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
Players.
Yes, he has the body and size to take the bump, and you know he can go over people, but a lot of times he likes to go through you. He sheds off contact and still gets several feet above the rim.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Spates checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bass comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Pheonix also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Dudley comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Booker. Prez passes to Young. Down low. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
And Bass kicks to Redick. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. A baseline J. And finished off by Bass.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
And finished off by Prez.
You're talking about athleticism. Prez just making these dunks look so simple.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Johnson from outside. The Clippers rebound. And the wide open shot from Redick drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 10.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Young with no one around. Nice made three there from Young, who was set up on the play by Prez.
Yeah, and Young knew to try and find space outside when Prez got the ball. Great sequence there from Orange Juice.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Rivers with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Bass. Rebound by the Suns. Prez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dudley dishes to Prez. To the paint. Nice slam there from Prez, who got to the rim on the pass from Young.
That's how you get juiced. Nice pass from Young to set up his pal, Prez.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Wesley Johnson. And Young kicks to Prez. Fades away. That one, no good.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Suns lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And
bring it in. We have not won this game yet. We're letting one guy look like a world beater out there. He cannot continue to cut inside so freely. Let's gap him and invite the outside shot. He does not shoot it well enough to beat us from long range. No easy buckets. Now let's get out there and win this game.
we welcome you back with a view of the 110 freeway cutting right through downtown Los Angeles. Never a shortage of traffic on that stretch of road. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. The dunkers, Griffin and Jordan, are the bigs. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's deflected.
Look at Prez rise up for the timely block. So good at reading the opposition and getting high to those rejections.
Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Clippers trail by 3. And Redick kicks to Paul. To Redick. It's hauled in by the Suns. Prez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
Bender. And Bender throws it down.
And Bender is a tall guy who can definitely slam it down when given the opportunity. Like to see him finish that strong.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Chris Paul is such a student of the game. He really is a coach on the floor, but he can be hard on his teammates. Austin Rivers said he's the one that's going to put you in your place. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to yell at you. All the good point guards have to be the bad guy sometimes. He's a leader, man. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He certainly backs it up on the floor. And Young kicks to Prez. Steve, something that we saw a bit last season was retired players criticizing how watered down the NBA has become. Mostly it was reference to what the Warriors were able to do in winning 73 games. What do you feel about that?
Hey, Kevin, I totally disagree. I mean, this league is at an all-time high. I never thought a team would get close to the Bulls' 72-win record. And it's the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, you got to be a little lucky, but that team came out and they wanted the record. They went after the record. I take my hat off to them. This is not a watered-down league right now.
Well, you've seen a lot of basketball. You've played it. You've watched it. You've broadcast it. Does the 73-win Golden State team rank as one of the best? The record would say yes. Does it rank for you as one of the best in regular season play? I mean, there may have been better teams, perhaps with more talent, but 73 wins has never been done before.
It's still 73 wins.
Yeah.
I think you got to put them right up there. There's some teams you can measure up. Will they beat this team in a 7-game series? Yes, no, different rules, but they have a special heart and a special place in NBA history.
Yes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Suns leading by 5. Young passes to Prez. Here's Warren. Drills the baseline jumper. Warren's got his second bucket of the game to go. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Crawford outside. Johnson up top. Paul with the 3. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Pheonix making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Barbosa in for Devin Booker. Here's Paul. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And it's blocked. They recover it. Jordan dishes to Crawford. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Crawford's got 9.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get an arm up as he's going up.
There's the pick. And Tucker kicks to Bender. Back to traffic and lays it in. He's got 11.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Clippers trail by 6. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
And Young kicks to Barbosa. The kick out to Young. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And right, Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
To the paint. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Shots good from Young.
And although the D surrounded Young, it isn't enough sometimes. He's just too talented for those guys down there.
Paul passes to Griffin. Got a piece of it.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Tucker can't get it to go. Barbosa against Crawford. Pass to Griffin. Back to Crawford. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Paul. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Tucker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Paul with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Left side, Griffin. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot. Griffin's got 22 points.
He's scoring down.
Let's go, hustle up. Listen, we're taking Griffin's best punch right now. We've got to find a way to shut him down. He has 16 points in the paint. We have to get him under control. Do not let him get to the hole. Match his aggression and double team him when he drives to the hoop. Make them beat you as a team. We can live with that, all right? Let's go.
For Blake Griffin, and it's Austin Rivers in. Here's Young. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Fred, he's in at the 4 spot. Booker out there with Young. Then there's Bender, and it's Warren in at the 3.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Prez kicks to Warren. Young outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Trying his luck deep. Jordan with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Rivers. Here's Griffin. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. It's tipped. 7-foot shot. Second shot opportunity. And scoring with the play inside is Young.
And this team is here largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Now Rivers. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. To the wing on the left. Jordan trying to free himself up. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And DeAndre showing off yet again why he's one of the best rebounders in the league. If you don't box him out, he'll destroy you.
Booker with no one around. Drills it from outside. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Redick dishes to Griffin. The 3 from Johnson. It's hauled in by the Suns. And Booker kicks to Prez. Wants to get it to Booker and does. That one good for 2. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Today's game really has been a showcase for his passing ability.
Picked by Griffin. Rivers passes to Griffin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Griffin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Booker against Redick, and Booker kicks to Prez. He gets that one.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Clippers trail by 4. The feed to Jordan. Redick against Booker. Redick dishes to Griffin. Shot from 16, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They set the pick. Booker outside. Another 3 for Pheonix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Redick passes to Griffin. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Griffin's got 26 points.
Well, you have to give him room because of his first step, and then he buries you, Blake Griffin, with that jump shot.
Prez kicks to Warren. Inside is Prez. Missed inside. Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
On the wing, Booker. Pass to Bender. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And given Bender's huge size, the defense has to be rough with him inside. If not, he's going to have a field day down low.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Outside, Redick. Paul, right side. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. To the inside. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Johnson.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Here's Prez. Over in the corner, Warren. And here is Prez. And the 3 off target.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Young with the steal. Warren dishes to Prez. Here's Bender. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Paul can't get it to go.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Here's Young. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Griffin's got 8 rebounds in this game. Paul passes to Griffin.
That's what I'm talking about. That was nice.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, you know, Greg, that just happens. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now here's Paul. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Suns. Prez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young outside. Here's Prez. The kick out to Young. And taken away by Paul. To the paint. Here's Griffin. It's Reddick on the wing. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
And Young kicks to Prez. Griffin with the steal. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
Young dishes to Prez. Back to Young. Now here's Prez. Guarded close. Prez with the screen for Young. With 3. Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And it's in there.
And even with good defense, Bender...
Hustle up, let's go. This W is ours. Look here, guys. This is what we live for. We have battled all night, and now it's crunch time. He has more than 20 points in the paint tonight. We've got to make it harder on him. We have got to take away his drive. When he makes his move to the basket, I want us to slide over and bring the double team. This is it. Let's execute and win this game.
With David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Back to Griffin. Out of hand on it. And he commits the intentional foul. And so here's Phoenix. 6-point game. Booker the pass to Prez. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Yeah, they need to start functioning at triple speed here.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
When the game is close, Chris Paul is ready. An elite scorer who lives for clutch situations.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Bring it in, guys. All right, let's get a good look. This is it. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal now, gentlemen. He's wreaking all kinds of havoc on the perimeter. Do not let him get to the hole. Match his aggression and double team him when he drives to the hoop. Leave it all on the floor. Let's go.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Griffin. Money!
Top-notch play from Griffin. That was a bucket they needed.
So it's Pheonix now. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Prez. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And how can you not love Prez? A simply wonderful player.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Anderson wide open. It's money from deep. Here's Prez. Can't connect. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
There he is.
Yo, Prez. Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, this is Shaq. Your shot blocking and presence were factors tonight. Did you take it as a personal challenge to shut people down inside?
Yes, sir. You know, I take playing defense and not letting people get shots over me personally. I think you have to play with that kind of fire if you want to be a factor out there. And, you know, I'm just happy my DE helped us get the win here tonight.
Well, after tonight's game, I put you in the category of Kawhi Leonard as one of the best defensive players in the league. Good job, buddy.
Appreciate that, sir.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.